هلا رح يكون عندنا presentation يوزاك WLA هي دراسة صارت the contribution of women-led businesses to the economic revival. من بعد هيدي السيشن رح بيكون عندنا lunch break. So هلا رح يكون عندنا سيشن سريعة هن كلمتين رح بيكونوا رح أقدم الأشخاص رح بيكونوا عم بيلقوا الكلمة. بهي الجلسة رح يكون عندنا صديقتي وحبيبة قلبي الدكتورة دانيال خليفة يلي هي دين سكول اوف بزنس بجامعة روح القدس كاسليك، ولكن بالبداية رح يكون في كلمة لسيدة مديحة رسلان رئيسة WLA، من ثم الدكتور خليفة.
مرحبا مرة جديدة. بدي أخبركم نحن هيديك السنة عملنا مذكرة تفاهم مع جامعة روح القدس الكاثوليك لنشتغل على محورين. أول محور هو شي ليدز بروجرام اللي حخبركم عنه، وتاني شغلة هي الدراسة اللي عم نحضرها سوا لنفرجي بالأرقام شو هو حجم الاقتصاد المرأة بلبنان، حجم استثمارها، قديه عندها شركات، قديه بتخلق فرص عمل، قديه بتصدر، والأهم من هيدا نحن هدفنا منه لهالدراسة إنه نعمل بروجيكشن على البوتنشال سيكتورز بلبنان وين لازم المرأة تستثمر. يعني بمعنى نحن هدفنا بالآخر نعمل صندوق للمرأة to fund either startups for women أو شركات already established وحابين إنه يطوروها. بدي أخبركم كمان على شي ليدز، هو executive program ببلش بكرة وبعد بكرة بس للparticipants only. already الصف بيحمل 15 سيدة ومفول، فاللي حابب انه يحضر او يكون يشارك بشي ليدز بيقدر يحكي مع جامعة الأوزاك، في مادونا هي المسؤولة وبتسجلوا for next year. قبل ما اختم بالنسبة للدراسة، في شغلة نحن دايما بنقولها بالجمعية انه دايما بنشجع المرأة على الاستثمار. ليه؟ لانه بنآمن انه money is power. اليوم للمرأة يصير عندها صوت ويصير عندها كلمة فعلية على الأرض بدها تفرجي حجمها الاقتصادي. إذا بنعمل هيك شغلة خطرت على بالي من كم يوم، خلينا نفكر قد ايه بمجلس النواب عدد السيدات ما بيتجاوز 6%. ولا تعرفوا شغلة إنه الشركات الخاصة بلبنان أقل من 5%. إذا بنطلع على هول الأرقام اثنين بيشبهوا بعض بمحل معين، حجم الاقتصاد المرأة أو حجم استثمارها بينعكس اوتوماتيكلي على وجودها بمراكز القرار ووجودها بالمراكز القيادية. لهيك نحن بنشجع المرأة على الاستثمار. خلينا نكون واقعيين انه بدون ما نحن نستثمر، بدون ما نحن نخلق فرص عمل، بدون ما يكون عندنا تيرن اوفر عن جد محرز، ما حينعكس هالقد على المراكز بالسياسة وعلى القوة على الأرض. هيدا بس هيك ريمارك صغيرة حبيت شاركها معكم، ورح أترك الفلور لدكتور دانيال. يلا.
Good afternoon. Allow me first to take a few minutes just to introduce very quickly the Holy Spirit University of Kaslik. And after this, I'll be talking about a study, a pilot study that was undertaken by the Usek Business School in order to understand the contribution of women-led companies in the economic revival of Lebanon. So as Madiha said, we have a role that we have to play, especially if we need to rise Lebanon. This role was studied within a pilot study done by the Usek Business School. But before starting, I just have a brief introduction about key information related to Usek. The Holy Spirit University of Kaslik, until this one works. Yeah. The Holy Spirit University of Kaslik has been created in 1938, and since its inception, it's a university that is playing a key driver role in quality education in Lebanon. We are ranked number 4 according to the QS World Ranking University. We are the first sustainable university in terms of SDG 10 in fighting inequalities, and the second sustainable university in Lebanon after the AUB. The Usek Business School part of the Usek. We are founded in 1966. We have 7 MBA specializations, 6 BA specializations. We're recognized with our international academic partnerships. We have a program, a dual degree program, so our students, they will get a dual degree from HEC Montreal, from FARID Panthéon Assas, and from the prestigious Le Cordon Bleu. So it's according to the program where the student is registered. He will get this dual degree from Usek and from this international partnership. We're the only university eligible to give a PhD in Lebanon in business administration other than the Lebanese university. As a university, we have a strategic role in empowering women and fostering gender equality. And this is shown in our numbers. 50% of our top management team, I'm talking about top positions, at the university, is led by women. So this shows the commitment of our university in terms of diversity and in terms of gender equality. Aligned with many studies, you know that the presence of women and the contribution that women can have in the financial performance is extremely important. Better decision, better financial return, better outcomes. They have their empathetic leadership. They have their communication style that they can bring with them when they are leading companies. And Usek is providing them with the resources needed in order to success at top of companies. Within the scope, we have our collaboration with the WLA. The WLA and Usek Business School collaboration, as Madiha said, is based on 2 things. The first thing is a program that is called She Leads. It's an executive program, that's 1. 2, a study about the contribution of women-led companies in Lebanon. To start with She Leads. She Leads, as I said, is an executive program that is specifically designed for women and is spanned over 2 days where we are tackling 5 subjects that are very important for the advancement and the effectiveness of women at top. Leadership, governance, personal corporate branding, strategic decisions, and negotiation. What is very important is that this program is structured around presentations done by trailblazers from the business world, such as Carlos Ghosn, Eli Khouri, Jumana Zabani, Adel Afyouni, and Roger Darouni. During the session, we have practical work, so the women are going to have great networking opportunities, and they will work on real-life case studies. So it's not going to be something that is theoretical, but it's based on pragmatic things and real-life business challenges. Tomorrow, as Madiha said, we'll kick the first session of this program with an exclusive group of executive women from various industries. For those who are interested, it's going to be for next year. We'll have the second round, inshallah. So within, as I said, our collaboration with the WLA, we have the She Leads and the study. We agreed to do a study in order to understand the contribution of women in the economic revival of Lebanon. In order to do this, we're obliged to pass by either a focus group or a pilot study. We found out that doing a pilot study is much more, important. So that's why we did a pilot study in order to gauge the market, provide insights into the main pillars necessary to get, an exhaustive background about a nationwide research that will follow. The pilot study context consists of evaluating the performance of companies led by women during the period 2018-2022. So during this period, we had the problem here in Lebanon, we had the corona, we have, many problems, but the study was focusing on this period. And the intention of it is to do a forecast for the upcoming 2023 and 2024. The raw data for this study was provided by the WLA, so we had like 1,400 and more companies. Among these companies, we selected only 300 companies that are led by women. These companies, they were contacted in order to, once we contacted them, we asked them to assess 4 indicators. What are these indicators? Investment value, turnover, employment creation rate, and export value. Why these indicators? Because these indicators, they are enabling us to assess the financial performance of these women-led companies in Lebanon. When we ask them, when we ask them, we use an ordinal scale. What is an ordinal scale? It's a code that we give for each criterion, if you want. Code 1 got smaller. Code 2, no growth, so there is a stagnation. Code 3, an average growth of less than 20% during the period 2018-2022. And the code 4, with an average that is more than 20% during 2018-2022. So if you look at, to start with the outcomes here, if you look at the figure 1 here, you can have a visual inspection showing that the 4 indicators, they were divided into 2 groups. The first group is NPV and revenue. You cannot see it, it's down the slide. The NPV and the revenue. The NPV for measuring the investment value, the revenue for measuring the turnover of these companies from one side, and the exports and the employment creation rate from the other side. So these 2 indicators, groups, where we considered the 4 indicators. In the year 2018, to start with the year 2018, we noticed that all the indicators, they did not grow. So we noticed that there is a stagnation, code is nearly 2, there is a stagnation of 4 indicators. The numbers dropped dramatically in 2019, where the code is nearly 1, where there is indicators, the 4 indicators, they're getting smaller. The year 2020, we see that there is a gap that is obvious now between the 2 groups. The NPV and the revenues, they are better comparing to the export and to the employment creation rate. In the year 2021, we saw a bit improvement, but this improvement is very little because it showed the year 2021 a certain stagnation of all criteria, and we passed to the year 2022 that showed a certain improvement, but is less than 20%. So this is very briefly. Now, if we pass to the figure 2, 3, 4, and 5, here we can see the forecast for the period 2023 and 2024. The forecast trend line, it shows that for the year 2023 and for the 4 indicators similarly, they will grow but moderately grow with less than 20%. And the year 2024, it will show an increase that is greater than 20%. Why is it such? Just to let you know, I'm not going to here overanalyze the outcomes, because when we overanalyze them, we will be facing a bias problem of scalability of the data. The reason is that when we got the data, it's true that we had 1,440 companies. We selected the companies that we think that are led by women according to the database, and according to this, we did the study. So here we have to consider the outcomes with caution, because we cannot overanalyze them, we cannot generalize them. This is done at the level of a pilot study in order to do a future study on a national level, okay? In conclusion, in overall, the women-led companies, they have the potential to drive economic growth, they have the potential to promote gender equality, to create job opportunities. The presence of women at top is benefiting for both the company itself and the broader economy. And the study shows the necessity for doing another research, as I said, on a national level or on a regional level in the future, in order to study the obstacles, to study the barriers that women-led companies are facing. Now I pass to the roadmap that we considered for a future nationwide study. The roadmap, actually, it was based on the findings of the pilot study. So according to the findings, we found the necessity of doing a future nationwide study with the objective to assess the women-led businesses, their economic participation, their role in reviving the economy. The target firms are firms from Lebanon, led by women at top means that either with a woman, a majority woman ownership, or female top managers. And the objective is to gather information about these companies, their situation, their financial situation, their corporate governance structure, their general characteristics, the obstacles, etc. This roadmap is will be carried out by Usek Business School academics and experts, assisted by MBA students and selected MBA students. As you can see here, we put 4 milestones and divided per activity. And for each activity, you can see the deadline and its outcome. To start with the first activity, going from the sampling to designing the survey, the methodology, data collection, data analysis, and finally editing the final report. For doing this, as I said, will be assisted by students. The students, they will attend workshops in order to know how to do the data collection, because it will be worked with them. They will do the interviews. They will do the data collection. The data analysis will be provided by our academics and faculty members, but the students, they will get workshops and training in order to know how to do the data collection and why we analyze the data this way and how we edited the final report. Here, allow me to express my gratitude to the Usek Business School team, and particularly Dr. Adel Alam for driving and leading this exercise within our school. Last, and as you know, my colleagues said previously, there is the presence of women in companies. It's very important. We need to put our hands together. We need to join our efforts in order to build a more resilient, more prosperous, and equitable Lebanon. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, if you have questions, you can ask in Arabic if you want, don't mind. I can share it with WLA. Actually, we shared it already with them, and then you can just ask them to email you. Yeah. Other concerns? Nothing? I was very clear. Thank you very much. Thank you.